What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Loso 2.0, the business prophet himself. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the Eastern Propehcy podcast. And today we'll be talking about the transfer of energy. So, energy, right? We all kind of speak of this concept in class in chemistry. You kind of talk about it in physics, kinetic energy, thermal energy, you feel me? Chemical and potential, all that stuff like that. But one thing we all know, energy is like a life source. You know what I'm saying? Energy, we all know they cannot be created nor destroyed. All the different basic rules of it. It can be transferred or transformed or transmuted. That's what I like to use. And yeah, so but one thing we don't look at in a wealthy type of idea is that money is actually energy itself. So, oh, can you explain a little? So here, I got you right now, right? So money is made from trees. What do trees need to exist or to live? Right? The tree needs oxygen and it needs sunlight and water. You know what I'm saying? So, what does that mean then? The sunlight is bringing on the thermal energy or the kinetic energy, right? So, literally, sunlight helps it grow. So, it's literally made from energy. See, trees are made from energy, and oxygen is, that's energy too. Like all that stuff is energy, and that's what makes the tree, the water, even there is energy because it has to have some type of energy in it in order for it not to be a solid. And through all of this is what trees are made from. So if you understand energy and how it goes, how it flows, how it's transmuted, all those things like that, you understand how money can find its way to you. And I'm starting to kind of understand this concept now, especially as I keep growing, as self-growing myself and things like that. I start to really understand the idea of energy. Let me fix this little camera a little bit. There we go. Nasty. So yeah, now I'm about to tell you a little story, right? So we all think about it might seem a little off topic, but bear with me, right? What does the idea of belief mean to you? Okay, I'll give you a little second to think about that, right? The true idea of believing is to literally make someone else's words your own. So literally, whatever someone else said, you take those words and make them your own. And I'm not bashing anybody by this and stuff like that because the last podcast had everybody all riled up, had people riled up and stuff like that, thinking that I'm bashing them and stuff like that. It's not even on that type of time. This is a positive type thing. Focus on the positives, not the negatives, right? Christians, I'm not trying to bash Christians, but Christianity as a whole, right? Christianity is a religion. I'm not a religious person, but I was started my story. I started going to church with, I met a good friend of mine, Colleen, you know what I'm saying? I met his family and stuff like that. He actually helped me go to church and stuff like that. And I was actually started to get into the idea. I was introduced to the Bible and stuff like that. Not necessarily introduced to it. And I think I'm for it every day because he actually started off my path, you know what I'm saying? Going to church with him every day. He had to go to church. I was staying the night, forced to go too. And it started to get me like, all right, I'll go with y'all. Went to church with him. Started to understand things a little bit. And I'm just like, yeah, I came back to the pound one day. This is when I met my mentor too, Duran Highland. Literally changed my life, but that's later on, right? So I come back, I'm excited. Yeah, let's go, let's go. I'm a Christian. Yeah, I'm a Christian. I went to church. Da, da, da. Okay, that's cool. It's like that. He's never one to judge. I'll tell you that right now. He literally was just like, okay, so what'd you learn? And I'm just like, yeah, this, that, and the third. In the beginning, da 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 da, God made the earth and sun. I was like that. He's just like, okay, cool. But do you know what it means to be a Christian before you just say you're a Christian? And I'm just like, no. He's like, okay. Do you actually study the Bible? And I'm just like, open that joint, went back home, opened the joint up, just started reading it, like, yo, God, da, da, da. You know what I'm saying? He literally made me think about this stuff like that. And ever since I started doing that, my mind has been on a whole different type of level, and I can tell you that right now. So literally, I was just taking whatever the pastor said, and literally just like that was just what I believed in. Yeah, he could say, for me, ice cream is the root of all evil. Ice cream's the root of all evil. Then let's get it then. You know what I'm saying? And then the poverty or the poor mindset, money's the root of all evil. No, money is not the root of all evil. You know what I'm saying? Gary Jones, he said himself, he believes people are the root of all evil. But I say the love of money is actually the root of all evil. But anyway though, so he literally was just like, you know what I'm saying, he helped me he started to challenge me. He's just like, but listen though, he said this, that, and there. He broke everything down to me. He was just like, but don't believe me though. I was just like, what? Hold on, you just told me all your stuff, and then you're telling me not to believe you? And he's like, yeah, don't believe me. I want you to go research that stuff for yourself. So I took the time out there. I'm like, okay, all right. So you feel me? I was skeptical what he was saying. For some reason, though, with Christianity, with religion in general, why are we never so skeptic to the pastor? You know what I'm saying? Just like, oh, the pastor said this, that, and the third. It automatically has to be right. No, that's not right. That doesn't mean that it's right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not bashing his religion. I'm saying, though, go do the research yourself before you're excited. And you just start talking about stuff that you don't even know if, you feel me, you got any idea what you talk about. All right, so that's what I was kind of going to meet my mentor and stuff like that. That's how I met him. I also met him through basketball too, but that's a whole other conversation. That's not really about this. But then there's this idea of knowledge, right? So knowledge, all it is a gathering information. So literally, when I was going to the Bible, actually picking it up and reading myself and seeing the words myself, I was like, okay, I'm obtaining knowledge. I'm for me at the moment. Everybody and Gary Jones like to say this too, and I'm gonna go to him a lot too. Is Garain Jones? He says this a lot too, and I like I'm talking about him recently. I just watched the interview with him and stuff like that. He's a multi-millionaire who literally made it from the trenches, Houston, Texas, and literally just build his way up. You know what I'm saying? A similar story. You know what I'm saying? Like not from Houston, Texas, but I'm saying like you for me seeing his story, stuff like that, you see like a lot of these entrepreneurs and these successful people, well, people, they go through a lot of things, and it's just like God gives his toughest battles to the strongest soldiers, and you feel me, I got a YouTube video on that too. But yeah, so it's like he was literally so me studying the Bible myself and all stuff like that, I was literally obtaining the knowledge myself. Like I was filling the head up, you know what I'm saying? Just like, okay, this is what this means, this is what this means, this is what, you feel me, this, that, and the third. We do it in school too, you know what I'm saying? You might believe what the teacher says. They say read the book though. You read the book, you're obtaining knowledge. When you listen to what the teacher say, you're just believing what they said. If you read out their PowerPoints, that's all you're doing. So literally I started to obtain knowledge, started studying the Bible myself. I came across the Metaphysical Bible. Got it right here for you guys that watch this on YouTube. You can look at it right here. It's Metaphysical Bible Dictionary by Charles Fillmore. Book that changed my life too, because it made me, metaphysical means to just like look under the surface, and it breaks down the deeper meaning of the different words and stuff like that. And literally metaphysical, right? Because people think like the Bible, they read the Bible literally, like, okay, this happened and this happened. I'm not saying this or that did not happen. Yeah, it's like a history book. It could be. I'm saying that literally though, that everybody in the Bible represents something. Certain names represent something. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows Bible was originally written in Hebrew and Greek. So literally, what the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary does is just translate the name over what it meant in Hebrew, transfer it over, and what's the definition of it in Hebrew, and then what does that mean? You know what I'm saying? The deeper, like under the surface, not literally mean, but what it means, like metaphysically. So literally, that's what like that book does, and that's what etymology is, like literally learning the derivative of words and stuff like that, because the English language is so difficult because of the fact that literally it has one word can have so many definitions, and I can give you an example of that. So I'm literally talking to my mentor, you know what I'm saying? He's just like, all right, so what's nice? You know what I'm saying? I think I said like have a nice day or something, or that's nice. And he's just like, nice. Do you know what nice means? You know what I'm saying? Like, and the thing we have to understand as people, your most powerful weapon is your tongue. It says it in Matthews 2. It was like, what defile? You will not be defiled. A man will not be defiled about what goes into his body, but what comes out his body is what is going to defile him. So what's really in yourself, like really your inner self, is what's going to defile. You're defiled if your insides are defiled. If your temple, the inside, your spirit is all defiled already. That's when you're defiled, not literally by what is bringing into you. You know what I'm saying? So literally, me speaking, saying a nice, nice, and he's just like, you're casting a spell. You could be casting a spell on me, tell me have a nice day, because literally everything you speak, like I said, your tongue is so powerful. Everything you speak it into existence. And it's crazy because although off topic again, that I'm thinking about everything now, it's going full circle again. So whenever someone used to ask me, like, everybody asked me, they be like, how you doing? I asked them how you doing. Like, good. All right. I'm like, how you doing? I'm like, hey, I'm always great. I never had a bad day in my life. And it's a funny story how that even came across that, right? So Colleen, my friend, I was telling you about his dad, right? I was just like, for me, I'm always good. That's why I told him stuff like that. He was just like, okay, that's neat, something like that. But what about something that's really gonna wow somebody? Like, you know what I'm saying? Saying, yeah, I'm always good is one thing. But if you say I'm always good or I've never had a bad day in my life, that literally right there would just like that would just switch up your mind. Like, oh snap, like yeah. And it's crazy, like I said, how this went full circle. So like I was speaking into existence, and like I just recently moved my sister like 2 weeks ago. We moved to a new place. Literally, I've been in here focused, reading my books, being fruitful. See, now the definition of fruitful, when you think of it in the Bible, fruitful, people think like literally just go out there and pop a bunch of kids out. But we know a bunch of people that pop a bunch of kids out that are still poor, right? That's not gonna make you successful. But what be fruitful means is to be productive. For me, the opposite of fruitful is poverty. Poverty is unproductive, and you can read that in my book too. I mean, book gonna come soon. I promise you, by the end of May, book will be done. But literally, so it was like literally. So back to what I was saying. I forgot. My daughter so was saying. Oh yeah. So literally, like since I've been productive and all stuff like that, I'm just over here, thinking. I'm just talking to my woman. Everything's going great with her, stuff like that. Graduate. We're gonna be getting married soon, stuff like that. You feel me? Y'all invite to the wedding too, if y'all want to. But yeah, so I'm just like, then it just like came to me like literally just today when I was watching the Gary Jones like his little interview or something like that with on the Passionate Few. He was talking about how like he always before lied and was like, oh, I'm a Tommy Hilfiger model, da da da, and then like down the line through all trial tribulation, he actually ended up becoming one. It made me think like, yo, these past 2 weeks since I literally have not had a bad day. Everything's been good. You know what I'm saying? Everything's been great actually. Literally, I'm over here like everything is like really great. I'm just saying that like it's just like I'm being productive. You know, women are growing. The business, the podcast is starting. For me, money is just finding its way to me because for me, I'm explaining why too because I'm understanding energy on something. I'm explaining literally why that is so, and everything has just been like really great. Like it's crazy. Like everybody's just growing. Like it's just a good environment because I'm constantly just being fruitful and being productive. And another thing I would say is just because a day is challenging doesn't mean it's bad. You know what I'm saying? I will never forget. Like I said, the last podcast actually had some people in their feelings. I will never forget May 11th, 2020. That is the day my father, Ricardo Henry, literally said that he disowned me and said that I'm not his son. You know what I'm saying? I never said before in the last podcast that that was literally his like you know what I'm saying. I never in the podcast once tried to bash him or stuff like that. I literally was just off of his strength and just what happened. You know what I'm saying? But I guess he was embarrassed stuff like that because like authenticity, people are scared to be authentic because they don't want to deal with the consequences and things like that, or they don't want to be embarrassed and stuff like that. So I guess he has a problem with authenticity or something like that. I'm not bashing him again. Never said he's actually. I believed he did everything that he could have done. You know what I'm saying? Never once said he was a bad father, but people. So you feel me? That's what people like. Literally just get upset about things like that. So yeah, that day was challenging, but it was not a bad day because even that day I still see my woman. I seen like everybody was there for me, stuff like that. That was here, stuff like that. I mean, that didn't bother me as much because we barely talked anyway. But it's just still at the same time, it's just like, dang, like you really gonna say that to your own child? Hey, listen, it is what it is. I'll see you up top. Up top gets lonely. That's what I'm saying. But even then, that day was still good. I still was productive. I actually finished the book and everything that day too. So it was just like all these things actually happened great, despite what he said. You know what I'm saying? That made the day challenging, and my day was still great. Never had a bad day in my life, and still to this point right now, never had a bad day. And it's crazy. I'm trying to tell you, everything's come full circle. We speak it into existence. That's why I speak my vision board every day out loud. I am a God, lowercase g, because we all were made in the image of the Most High after Adam ate the apple. I am the world's first trillionaire. You know what I'm saying? I spoke to y'all before. I am the world's best copywriter. I'm the world's best-selling author. I am joyfully married to Courtney. I am the world's best influencer on social media. I am a TED Talk speaker. I have the world's best podcast, and I'm a Wing Chun master. I just added that one too. I wanted to put like a physical goal in there as well. So yeah, um, yeah. So that's just the power of it. You know, the power of speaking things. That's why your tongue is so powerful. Literally, we're God's lowercase g. So we can control. You feel me? We can discern the difference between truth and evil. Just like we eat the apple, he can see sin. We can discern difference between truth and evil, and we can actually, just like God can create everything. He already knows what's going to happen. We already know what's happening too. We can speak it into existence with our tongues. So literally, this is what I'm saying with the example. Back to the example of nice though, right? Nice, I thought it meant that, you feel me, like good, kind, or something like that. No. Look at the derivative from nice. It comes from Latin word. I forgot. And then it comes in Greek. You could look it up literally on Google. Nobody ever clicks the definitions in more. No one ever does that. We literally just stop after the definition. And literally, I was just listening at it, and I'm looking. I'm like, oh, okay, all right. That's how literally it means stupid or ignorant to be nice. So when you tell someone to have a nice day, You're telling them to have a stupid day or have a stupid like ignorant day. But even then, day means understanding. But that's another thing though too though. That, well, the metaphysical meaning of day is understanding. But yeah, literally that's what I'm saying. You tell them to have a stupid day, or stupid understanding, or stupid ignorant understanding, or something like that. You want them to like basically not have a productive day. You're trying to speak something onto them, speak something into their existence, even if you don't mean that though. You know what I'm saying? We do stuff all the time that we don't mean. You know what I'm saying? You could be fighting with somebody, um, and you push them, and they may break their neck. You ain't mean to kill them. You meant to like hurt him or like try to calm him down or something like that if they were trying to fight you, but you killed him, so you still getting arrested at the end of the day. Because it's not about if it's not like being ignorant of the law is not an excuse of the law. All right, so you understand that, right? So then I'm gonna go to the last thing, right? Wisdom. Believing is to take someone else's words and make them your own. Knowledge is the obtaining of information. Wisdom is the application of the knowledge. Literally, that's why in the Bible he says, have true wisdom. You know what I'm saying? He wants you to actually apply it to yourself. I started to apply the things of the Bible to myself. And honestly, this is what I'm talking about. Like and I always like the, as the business prophet, I always like to go back to the Bible because that's how important it is. The Bible is actually an amazing. It's literally a life book. It literally is a banking book, business book, a wealth, like you feel me, wealth mindset book. Literally, the Bible is breaking up everything, and it's like people who fail to kind of understand this or know this, that literally the Bible is it's your safe haven. Like it literally is gonna get you to where you want to go. People don't even pay attention to things like that because they're too worried about, you know what I'm saying? Oh, it's a Christian book. No, it's not a Christian book. Christian doesn't even come up in the Bible. And I was just having a conversation with someone. He was talking about how Christian meant Christian, like Christ-like. So if you're Christian, you're Christ-like. It actually says, when I even looked it up to Google, it said to pertaining to Christianity, which is the religion. You know what I'm saying? So no, I'm not Christian. I'm not. I don't even, you feel me? I'm a God, lowercase g. That's all I say. Someone asks me, I'm a God. That's what I am. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. The Bible's a life book. Now, knowledge, as you're obtaining knowledge and keep doing wisdom, like that's why they say life is your best teacher. People learn best from experience. That's why you always hear about these wealthy people who always like they fail so many times, keep failing, failing, failing. That's them building wisdom. They're reading the books because the leaders are readers. They're reading books. Then that's them attaining the knowledge. Then they're trying to apply the knowledge. It failed not the way that they wanted, that type of way. Maybe they don't have enough knowledge yet. They go back and get more knowledge, wisdom, knowledge, wisdom. Go back and forth until they get it. Boom, just one day. Boom. After 5 years of just learning, boom, they just get it. It just goes like that. And that's kind of one thing I wanted to talk about. That like knowledge is like it's energy, right? So literally, knowledge is just gonna keep building up energy. You're gonna keep building it up, and you keep building up yourself, like yourself. That's why it then you literally, when they become at those 5 years and just say one day it just happened like that, just like a snap of their finger, it is literally them overflowing with this energy. And Graham Jones, he liked to kind of make you think of like a pregnant woman, right? A pregnant woman, she literally holds a baby in her for 9 months. Then after 9 months, she just literally just like pops. Even from the baby's growing and growing and growing, it just pops, and then a child is born. It's the same thing with energy, right? You keep doing you keep reading these self books, you keep working out. You feel me? You keep you just keep growing, keep applying the wisdom, keep working on skills for yourself. And like with millionaires, they're just building up energy, building up energy, building up energy. Keep trying it, keep trying it, keep trying it, building up the wisdom. And then like, you know what I'm saying, they keep building up these skills, and it's just like after a while, you keep building up this energy, then you just like you create like it just starts overflowing, and then it starts to affect other people's lives after you fill up yourself. So it's like, how can you help someone else when you can't even help yourself? So you continuously do self-growth. That's like, this is like my overflow of my energy right now, right? Even right now I'm applying wisdom. What I'm learning, I'm over here teaching you guys, is applying wisdom. It's overflowing, it's building up, it's building up, building up. Then it's going to overflow, and it's overflowing, then I'm going to start getting paid, and then that's when the money's going to come back to me. Because like I said, trees are energy. They feed off energy to be like grown. Then we make money out of them, and money is energy. So it's like you think of money as a, my fault, I'm just starting going crazy. But if you go to money and like if you look at it in a negative type of spotlight, then you will see that like it will start to go away. You know what I'm saying? You focus on the negatives too much instead of focusing on the positives and the energy and stuff like that. And that's why money goes away from you. It's literally energy. You gotta, a book that I recommend is I'm a Badass at Making Money. I promise you. Literally made me start to think about it from another way. Like, okay, cool. Money is energy, and like, yeah, that's good for me. And it's like I said, it starts to it's gonna follow, and it's attracted to your vibration. It's one of the spiritual laws or seven spiritual laws, and I'm not gonna break them down right now. Maybe in another video or another podcast. Literally, the one of vibration. Literally, it's like everything has a vibration. You know what I'm saying? Solids, they vibrate slowly, but as you keep increasing the vibration in terms of liquid, you increase the vibration even more, and it separates them and breaks them apart and makes them turn into a gas, a real gaseous state. You know the three states, right? So literally, that's yourself. You get a positive vibration and energy keeps building up. Then it bursts, then it overflows, and then it starts affecting other people. The money starts coming to you, and then as money starts coming to you too, it's because you and money are sharing the same positive like vibration. A positive vibration about money, money follows back to you. This way you can speak things into existence. Remember, your tongue is the most powerful weapon you have. Like for example, that last podcast when I was talking to you guys, I said that you know what I mean it for me bad that something like this that and the third. Remember I explained the house to you, all that stuff like that, being homeless and all that. Not blaming anybody for my like any situation, but yeah, that's what I was talking about. Literally, I thought I was in poverty because poverty is a mindset. Like I said, it's unproductive. So since I was thinking I'm in poverty, then I started to think, boom, I'm in poverty. But if I would have started speaking everything into existence back then, like I am now, then I would be good. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you really have to believe it when you say it. You can't just be saying it for the good of you. You have to literally believe everything that you say or speaking into existence. So if I take anything from this video, I would say focus on the positive energy because that will flow. It will start to flow to you. Money will start to just find its way to you. And always work on yourself because you'll eventually just continue to work on yourself, self grow, and then you'll burst with good energy and it'll be able to help others, and money will find its way to you. Why do you think millionaires they don't just read books on their skill, they read self growth books and things like that, and then you read the Bible too. All these things kind of help with your spirit. So yeah, that's me ending up the podcast. Like I said, if you want to know some more stuff like that, information from me, because I guarantee you'll learn something new with me every single day. Follow me on Instagram. You can keep listening to this podcast and subscribe to my YouTube, Eastern Propehcy. On Instagram, it's Loso 2.0 underscore. All right? 2.0 out.